I will never forget the day I first encountered 666.avi. I'm a big horror fan and had a love for CreepyPasta, so one day I decided to go looking for something that would scare the shit out of me. Then send it to friends, hoping to get a similar reaction. During my search, I encountered something that made videos like suicidemouse.avi and Dead Bart look like child's play. Even AOSTH episode 66 seemed harmless compared to what I saw. I will not mention the address of the site I discovered for two reasons. One, the site contains a nasty virus that you have to catch with internet security the minute you open it. Two, the site, for me at least, is not working. It says that 404 server error message. After taking care of that nasty virus, a simple button appeared on the black screen, saying, download. I immediately clicked it, and a video file downloaded. It was simply titled 666.avi. The video was 10 minutes long. It started out in an empty bedroom. The camera must have been on some sort of tripod or something. There was a mound on the bed. The camera was on night vision. No light was visible. There was sound. It was heavy breathing. Someone was videotaping themselves sleeping. But why? It stayed like this for about 2 minutes. Then things began to get freaky. A pool of black liquid, possibly blood, began seeping out from under the bed. The breathing began to get heavy. The stuff began oozing through the walls, and the closet door on the right began to rattle, as if something were trying to get out. The mound on the bed slowly began to rise, and just when the covers were about to fall off, for a split second, a pair of red eyes and a grinning mouth flashed on the screen. It cut to static for about 30 seconds. Then it cut to another dark room. This time it was much bigger. There was a rocking chair, rocking back and forth. Someone was sitting in it. I could not tell who, though. Her back was facing the camera. It was just her rocking back and forth, sobbing softly. Eventually she stopped rocking and tried to get up. But when she did, something grabbed her and pulled her into the shadows. A loud scream was heard as this happened. It was so loud that I had a ringing in my ears. The video cut to static again. I was beginning to get a little nervous. This was so messed up. What creeped me out the most is if this was even possible. The screaming, the blood. I decided to press on. Next, it cut to what appeared to be a hallway in an abandoned hospital. Now it seemed that someone was holding the camera. Now, whoever was holding the camera began to move forward. Several doors down the hallway were wide open. We passed the first door to see someone hooked up to all kinds of equipment for God knows what reason. But it could not have been a good one, because he was emitting muffled screams and thrashing violently against the restraints. His body was covered in blood, and his cries of pain were unbearable to hear. The door to that room suddenly shut, and from the window, peering inside, you could see the lights go out. The camera moved on into the next room. This time it appeared to be a woman. She too was on a hospital bed, but she was covered in human skin. She screamed and was beating against the flesh that was suffocating her. The lights went out and the door shut. Cut to static. Then it cut to someone filming a small girl playing with a stuffed animal. She was acting as if the cameraman was not even there. All it was showing was the girl playing with her stuffed rabbit for about a minute. Then the expression on her face began to show fear. The cameraman grabbed the stuffed rabbit. She began to scream. She began backing away, crying for her mom and dad. Clearly, this guy was a stranger to her. He began chasing her throughout the house. Blood was oozing from the walls as she ran up the stairs to her parents' bedroom. She screamed and banged on the door, which was locked. Suddenly the door opened, and the girl was sucked into a dark room. Blood continued to ooze, and the screams of the little girl could still be heard. Sounds of tearing flesh and gurgled cries chimed in. Then, all was quiet, and a face could briefly be seen as the door closed shut. It showed the bloody door for another minute, before it cut to static. Last it showed random clips of torture and satanic rituals. The pentagram was barely visible in the background as the clips played. At the end of the video, it showed a clip of a small girl, presumably the same from earlier, dead and skinned. Her body lay on a pentagram surrounded by candles, and red curtains with other girls' feet dangling from behind were shown in the background. It was like the Valtiel in Silent Hill 3, and him twisting the valve with curtains and legs. Anyways, after staying on her eyeless face for about 3 minutes, the clip ended. As soon as the clip ended, my computer crashed, and I had to back everything up. I tried to reopen the file, but it was corrupt. What scared me the most was my wallpaper change to that damn picture of that girl skinned alive, along with all my icons. Everything worked like normal, but I could not get that damn picture out of my mind. Now when I watched that video, I know that video is still out there somewhere. If you find it, please, for the sake of your soul and sanity, do not watch it. I can't help but feel that I'm being watched in my room at night, or hear the sound of a girl giggle, or see the blood oozing down my wall. I apologize for any grammar errors or structure. It keeps turning out like that.